Getting ready to live stream. And here we go. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Marty Green, top of mind guy. And you know that I help people learn what needs to be at the top of their mind so that their prospects and clients will keep you at the top of theirs. In this particular case, the top of my mind is health. Whoa, it's echoing. Okay, that's interesting. Top of mind in my mind is health. Whoa, it's echoing. Not sure how to stop that, but we're gonna. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. All right, let's try something different. That's not going to work too well. Okay. Not sure how to stop that. Oh, hold on. Figure out how to stop that noise. All right, let's try something different. That's not going to work. Okay. Still live. Okay, let's go out of here. Oh, wait. Stop that. Oh. All right, I muted it. There we go. Now we can start again. We learned. So today, I would like to introduce a good friend of mine. Her name is Jessy George. Jessy had a myriad of health issues that are hard for me to even enumerate, but she is an engineer by trade, and this was really started to interfere with her career. It was, am I right, Jessy? It was really making it very difficult for her to pursue her career, and so she had to find the solution, and she did. And the fact of the matter is that Jessy doesn't want anybody to have to suffer through what she went through. So she's developed a regimen, and we're gonna talk about today. And so I'm happy to welcome you to Top of Mind community, Jessy. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me, Martin.
You're welcome. So we just kind of outlined a little bit that you had some issues, but let's talk about your background first. So you're an engineer.
Yeah, I am. And I came from India to US in '96. When I came here, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I enjoyed everything America had to offer. And I became diabetic in a short period of 4 years.
That's, and I've been pre-diabetic and been able to reverse that. So I can appreciate how scary that is, because you lose control of your life when you have diabetes. You really do. My parents both had it. So my mother died of complications from diabetes. So getting it was not a path that I was willing to take. So I know how, if you got that, once you get down that path, then finding your way out of it is a difficult road. But you had more, but it was more than just diabetes, right?
I was asthmatic since I was very small, and when I got diabetes, the complications only started increasing. I had high blood pressure, and then edema, and then acid reflux, and then my asthma and allergy was with me forever. All those things, and plus 2017, I lost my job, that only job I had in US, and that put me into depression also. Felt like I hit the rock bottom that time.
Wow. Now, did you lose your job because you were taking too much time off because you were sick?
No, the job loss was because of the restructuring of the company. I did not take time off. I went to work, even if I had to take medication, I showed up at my work. Yeah.
Yeah, somehow that doesn't surprise me. So, yeah. The things that you do, you have to. And I've been through those restructurings also, so I know how painful that is. So I'm sure that, like it did for me, that when you lost your job, it was really more than just a job. It was for you how you made your living. It was probably your identity as well, right?
That's right. I felt like rejected. I felt like not appreciated by anybody. I had lots of American dreams, paying off my mortgage and putting my children through college without having to take loan. All those dreams that I had was shattered immediately. And that put me into like a really hard depression. That husband had to check on me every hour to make sure that I'm, there and talking and doing things and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that rock bottom. I know what that feels like in a completely different way, but I know how that feels. So when did you know that you had to do something different?
I got rejected from interviews. After losing job, I started applying for jobs. There also, I only had faced rejection. Even though I was fully qualified and capable of doing the work, I just kept getting rejections. So then I prayed. I'm a Christian believer. I trust that God has a plan for my life. I prayed and asked God, what do you want me to do? Why did you bring me from India to US and now I'm suffering? What is your plan for my life? I felt like I'm hearing that God wanted me to take a break in my life and work on me a little bit, loving me and analyzing me, to see how I can improve my own life and health so that I can be here for my children and family as the life goes on. That's when I took a break and prayed. I felt like God was telling me to improve my health first. I started eating better and moving more. Also kept, reading scripture. My mindset was kept right for the change. That in 3 months, the diabetes of 17 plus years got reversed. Evansville.
3 months?
3 months. That's all it took.
Wow. Okay.
And I was taken off of blood pressure medications immediately as I requested because I didn't have it. I said, let's try one more year. I'll go back if I didn't, I need to, but I didn't have to. So that was good. Yeah. And slowly health improved. Acid reflux went away and allergies started improving. It was a slow process, but every 6 months when I look back, I have improved much more in my health. And 1.5 years later, I didn't have to take inhalers anymore. I used to carry my inhalers with me everywhere I went. And I was on 3 inhalers, steroid, rescue, and preventive. These are expensive inhaled medicine, but I couldn't go hiking. I couldn't go long walks. I couldn't do anything that my family did together because of my inability to walk without wheezing. So when I got healing from that, where God just healed me, I didn't know why or how, but it just happened when I changed my lifestyle and my mindset. And I started believing in me more that it's possible. And now I can hike, see what my family sees. I can walk with my husband. All those things that I couldn't enjoy more before. I cherish these moments right now.
That's amazing. It really is great. What was without giving away everything that you do and giving away your whole plan, was most of what 3 months is pretty miraculous time to change from being diabetic to not being diabetic. That's a phenomenal thing to be able to get your A1C down that far. How high was your A1C when you started?
6.4.
Okay. And what is it now?
That was few months before I made this choice. So I don't know if it had gone up because I was getting bigger and bigger in all parts of my body, not just because of edema, but I was eating more, like eating for my emotions. And I was getting big. So I'm sure it might have been even more, the A1C, but I didn't test just before I made the transition. It was not like a plan that I planned. I just felt like God was calling me to do this and I just did it.
Amazing. Well, that's incredible. What was the main thing that you changed your diet?
I started avoiding all, I say 3 P's, preserved, processed, and packaged. I started eating fresh foods and home cooked meals. Yeah, I had time too because I was not working, so I I was able to do all those things, and
But that was the main thing. So the plan that you give to if you have a client who needs your services, and I may know somebody who is in that category, is the main thing you do put them on a specific meal plan?
nope, no. My program is like 3 M's in the beginning, and then I will say 4 M's,
Okay.
but 3 M's are mindset, meals, and movement. But I start with mindset so that they can get motivated to do the change. It's important that people get into a state so that they can make the change. If they are not motivated to make the change, they'll come and see how my program works, maybe like that, and they will not implement what I'm teaching. Implementation is a key to success, and repetition. So the progress comes, not like perfectionism. We look for progress. So slow, simple, small steps, I call them. Small and simple and easy to use steps. So we work on mindset first, then we improve our eating one meal at a time. It's not like anything under high pressure. Then I teach them the methods, how to progress in this journey using the methods that I teach them.
Measures meaning?
Methods mean strategies that I teach.
Oh, strategies. Okay, methods. Okay, got it.
I'm trying to come up with 4 M's, like
okay.
methods, like just to be.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah, I have 3 M's leading up to 4 M's at the end. Yeah.
Okay. So again, going more into the specifics, you set up, you talk about mindset first, and so do you have like weekly coaching sessions? What would that look like?
I release modules, I call them, because it has lessons in them to teach them basic skills and things that they need to know, the measurements they need to take if first week, things like that. And then I ask them to show up on a call so I teach them, and then they get to ask me questions if they have any. And we do some meditation, some, mindset, what they can start with. I teach them some things that they can take away that week to do one small step. And I say 1% of a day is only 14 minutes. That is 24 hours we have. And if you commit 14 minutes a day to do the work, you will see progress as soon as possible, like within a week. Many people who did it lost more than a pound a week without changing anything in their food at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a strong program. If you can do that.
Yeah, I know. Now this is 3rd week, and I already got tomorrow I will start the 4th week of my current session. One lady has lost more than 6 pounds, and she sent me the scale reading and showed me she's very grateful. And we haven't changed anything yet.
Wow. So you start you're just still on the mindset part, right?
Yeah, but next week I'm going to introduce like how to make small tweaks in their meals.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing serious, but small tweaks, because I want them to enjoy what they love, their food. Everybody comes from different culture, different background. I'm not imposing anything on them, but we're going to get creative with the meals, with what they love. But I, give them some guidelines as what to avoid, what to include, what is healthy, what is not healthy. And depending on what some people don't eat any vegetables. Okay, I said, okay, that's fine with me. What can you avoid that is right now hindering your progress, right? It's okay not to eat vegetables if you don't like it, but the things that you eat, I want to know so that I can help you avoid the pitfalls.
Amazing. Okay. All right. So that's really great. So essentially you're enabling people to stay within what they already are comfortable with and what they love.
Yeah.
You're just making tweaks to it so that it works in their favor.
So I want to give an example just in case, some people like chips. Okay. But I asked them, you said you don't like vegetables. Maybe one of the person that, told. How about dehydrating some vegetables? Add some salt because chips usually is salty, and salt is not bad. What's bad in the chips is the trans fats and other artificial things that come to our body. How
Right.
about dehydrating some green beans or asparagus or whatever vegetables and then eat like a chip? And you can dehydrate in an oven. That's what I use. You don't need anything special for anything I teach. Everything is at your home or you have it. So dehydrate some green beans or something and munch on it when you feel like eating a crunchy snack. I'm just giving an example that you can
Yeah.
eat.
That's good. I mean, I made a change like that. I used to snack on things at work, and now I usually eat almonds, and I'll drink a whole bunch of water and eat some almonds.
Yeah.
And it satisfies me through lunch or through through the next meal. So
yeah, small tweaks, one small thing at a time. Yeah.
yeah, that's great. So what gives you the most pleasure? Let me rephrase that. You must get a lot of pleasure when people send you results like the
Oh
one you
yeah.
described.
Yeah. You know what gives me more pleasure is seeing that a person who couldn't walk because of her weight and health now she used to crawl in her apartment. Now she can walk. That is amazing that losing 70 to 80 pounds helped her to get up and walk. And now she can only go upward, right? Improve her health and become more confident in herself and do better things. Another lady had osteoarthritis and she couldn't move her fingers. It was painful. Now she can move her fingers. She even moved her granddaughter from one house to the other, cleaning and everything she did. Such small things brings me so much joy. And there was a cancer patient who came because she didn't know what to eat for her immunity, build her immunity. And she had the surgery and everything, and she wanted to improve her immunity. And she did like my program, and she was able to go back running, which she enjoys. And I'm not asking anybody to run, but it's something she enjoyed. She was able to go back on it because she ate for her health, built up her immunity, strength, everything, and she didn't have lots of headaches that she used to have and migraines and things like that.
Wow, that's a beautiful story. Well, Jessy, if someone wants to talk to you more about your program, what's the best way for them to reach you?
I have my website. It's called CENTSIBLE, sensibleketo.com, because most people told me they didn't have the money to do anything. And it is not a keto completely, like it's not like drinking fat. My program is a low carb approach where we reduce the amount of carbohydrate we take and improve the quality of the products that we eat so that they can burn the fat that body already stored. At the same time, do not lose muscle mass, provide the nutrition that body needs so they have more energy so that they can continue the methods I'm teaching them.
So it's a no carb approach or a low carb approach?
Low.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we need a carbohydrate in our body.
Yeah.
That's one of our major sources of energy.
Yeah. So are we talking about like 30 or 40 grams of carbs a day, or what is there a number? Or
again, it all depends on everybody's health condition. If the person comes to me just to lose weight, no other health condition, they can eat a lot more carbs than a person who's diabetic or has insulin resistance or polycystic ovary. Different health conditions. It's individualized. I work with them so that they can figure out exactly what they need to have.
Okay. When I post this, let's go ahead and have you comment and put your contact information in there. And I would just recommend, if you have an idea that you are in a position, even if you don't have diabetes, if you just want to lose weight, Jessy's program sounds really sensible and I won't use the word painless. It sounds like it's something that you can do.
Easy to do. And also I'm doing a challenge coming up, 5-day challenge called mindful eating to improve the relationship with the food. That's one part we all need to learn, how to improve relationship with the food we eat. Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Jessy. I appreciate it. And I look forward to learning more about your program. And again, folks, if you are listening live or you're watching the recording, Jessy knows what she's doing because she did it herself. She accomplished this herself. And I mean, if she was able to reverse diabetes in 3 months, that means she knows what she's doing. That's just not something everybody can do. So there's a lot of metformin on the market, a lot of drugs being sold. So if it was easy, everybody could do it, and obviously it's not. So if you're interested in even avoiding diabetes, because once you get into that system, it is really hard to get out unless you have somebody like Jessy who's done it and knows how to do it. So. Again, Jessy, thank you so much. Any final words?
Not fine. No, just join me for the free challenge. That no cost involved, just fun way to improve our relationship with food. I'll teach a lesson and a technique every day for 5 days. The 2 parts, like one is a mindset thing and one is a food tip, how to improve the relationship with food.
Amazing. Okay. Well, again, thank you. And everybody, keep at the top of your mind healthy eating, because we only have one body. We only have one life. There is no rehearsal. There is no second chance. You might as well do it right the first time. So thanks again, everybody, and bye for now. Okay. So now we're just going to record the